But then that man took over, yaar, Usman Khan. He's been unbelievable. Truly is. The way he's playing, he might end up being a PSL GOAT, a quick 550
Hunain Shah, man.
match, ऐसे match बना के and you can't execute at the death. I mean, with the bat, I mean, bowling to
Yeah.
outstanding, man. This guy,
Bro,
he has that big match DNA. इसमें
uh,
कोई शक नहीं है. Out of all three brothers, Shah brothers, he's got that intangible gene in him.
if you get, let's say, Kusal and Babar out in the power play, then it's anyone's ball game, then, right?
Welcome to yet another episode of Dawn News English Presents Over and Out. It is the PSL Playoff Edition. And what a fascinating and fantastic playoff edition of the PSL we've seen in the new era. Sabse pehle, let's talk about the first game. Of course, one-sided game. Babar Azam at his prime, at his peak, a stunning 100, and he completely blew away Islamabad United Mustafa Siddiqui.
Man, it really does feel like he's back. Like it just
Mm.
feels it does feel like he's batting differently than he has for the last 3 years because like getting
Is that a
200.
real thing, or is that you wanting to believe it's a real thing?
I no, I think it is a real thing because we've been talking about how he's been playing spin this year. Like he's been playing
Mm.
spin much better in this
Mm.
PSL than he has for the last 3 or 4 years. Right? He's actually rotating strike against spin aside from also attacking against spin. Right? And he's also like the power game was always like it wasn't there with Babar, but you always knew to a certain
The
extent.
commitment to the power game.
Yes, right. Like there's much more. He's much more like sure of going over now,
Mm.
right? Instead, he was always very wary of that. Always wanted to keep it along the ground. He's not scared of taking it above the fielder anymore. He'll live with it to a certain extent.
There
And
were some interesting points made by Otis Gibson, their head coach, and Ms. Haq, who is their batting mentor, consultant, about how a touch player should not try to focus on power. थोड़ी technicalities पे बात की थी Ms. ने, and Otis just told him, express yourself, play however you want. He given him a free rein, basically.
yeah, and I also just think like people like the main problem we've had with Babur is his like slowdown, right? But
Mhm.
like let's not take it away. He did somewhat slow down after the power play, but the thing
Right.
is, but the thing is, he got his last 50 of 19 balls, so we
Hmm.
can't really say he was slow because like yeah, but they were also they lost Harris, so he was trying to consolidate with Mendes first, and Mendes was like being attacking, so he didn't have to attack as much, right? Because you both had Harris and Mendes were both attacking early on, so he was just rotating strike after the power play, right? Which is understandable. But as soon as Mendes went off, that's when he just started uh, taking it all over the place, and it really shifted momentum. Like putting two like yes, anything is chaseable in T20 now to a certain extent, but 220 in a knockout game against a very good spin attack is very hard to do as we were shown.
That is the plus point when Babar is occupying the overs, when he's batting through, he nullifies the best spin option you have when he's well set.
Hmm. Yeah, and I just think like they just have a very complete bowling lineup. Like
Mm.
like yes, if they got hit this game,
Yeah, he
but you
was
still
poor. He was very poor.
he was poor, but you still have Aaron Hardy and Sufyan Mokim to come in into the middle overs, which is where games are won or lost in limited overs, and they still have that great combination in the middle overs. So I think like they're still favorites. Like they're very obviously favorites going into the thing, and like they've been the best team in the tournament. They were they got the number one seed. They were very dominant in the first qualifier. Like and like eventually when we talk about the final preview, we know like I know what I'm going to say, but we'll wait for it when we get there.
And they got that huge news that Nahid Rana has been released
Oh
by
yeah.
the Bangladesh Cricket Board to come in. So who steps? So they've got Kusal Mendes, they've got Hardy, they've got Bracewell, and now they've got Nahid Rana. So odds on that Zalmi are going to lift their second PSL title.
Mhm.
And but how? in terms of the team combination, who do they have to rest? Well, James Vince was left on the bench. He was supposed to be a key
I'm
cog in the machine, but Kusal Mendes has been unbelievable. So who do they get rid of to make way for
I mean,
Mahir
they're
Rana?
only playing with three overseas players, right now.
Yeah, fair.
So you just
It was Bracewell, Kusal, and Hardy. We have to give credit to Aaron Hardy. He bowled really well, 3 wickets.
yeah,
Yeah, Zabardast bowling
yeah.
combination.
So what you could just do is drop Khurram Shahzad and just bring in Nahid Rana for him, straight like a straight
Mm.
up, huh?
Yeah, makes sense. Absolutely.
Like it makes like just do a straight swap and you're fine basically.
Getting
Yeah.
even stronger. And let's talk about the eliminator. Multan Sultan's luck finally running out. They always had a very flawed combination, but
Hmm.
once Sahibzada Farhan and Steve Smith, who hard carried them pretty much throughout the season, when they fell early, then the writing was on the wall. But you have to give a lot of credit to the Kingsmen, man. Unbelievable.
Aside from getting into the Kingsman players, we do have to shower some affection onto Shan Masood and like how he was. They were basically
Do
dead.
we have to? Do we really have to?
They were dead and buried, man. He at least got them to a decent score, a somewhat defendable score, right?
Mm.
Like they
Yeah,
were
he played really well.
they were 4 for 51. Okay, like not even they were 6 for 81, right?
Mm.
Like he got them to 159 isn't much in T20, but it's still it's still
It was
better
something to
to
work with.
it is
Mm.
something to work with, right? And like especially when like you consider no one else scored above 18 in that innings, and he has
Mm.
69, right? And like it was just a very also their bowling attack was very good with Muhammad Ali, Akif Javed, Hunain Shah, who like we will
It
talk
just
about.
goes to show to have success in the PSL, it's always about your pace trio.
Yeah.
Run to banne ही banne हैं.
uh,
But when they can step up in the pressure moments like Zaman Khan has done for Lahore in the past, even Karachi Kings, who did they win the PSL with? With Umaid Asif, Mohammad Amir, and Sameen Gul. I mean, it doesn't have to be the big names, but when your fast bowlers are able to respond in the pressure moments, that is truly the difference between being an also ran and a PSL winner.
I
And
also
that's
think.
what Islo have always struggled. They've always had that weak chink in their bowling armor for the most part.
Yeah. And it's also because of bowling. It's about bowling partnerships as well, like and like bowling combinations. Like HK have a very good bowling combination because they have Hunain for the death, and they have Akif Javed and Muhammad Ali for the opening spell. So that really helps out the entire lineup.
Saim Ayub, inglorious failure once again. Didn't
Yeah,
do much in
yeah,
the eliminated. Made 30 odd in this final qualifier too that we have just watched. What a massively entertaining game it was. Let's talk more
yeah,
about that in detail,
yeah.
Mustafa.
First, let's put some praise onto Masad Akat as well for getting his unbeaten 64 in the uh
वो ठीक है वो 160 के चेस में he fielded well.
Hey,
It's not bad.
Eliminator, eh? Knockout game, man. Like you have to.
He's looked decent at times in this PSL as compared to the 12 crore man for sure.
Not today. Not well. Today he just got. He just got a.
आज तो बस क्या ही करें.
Yeah, like at
Very
least.
he's having a very Fakhar Zaman-esque arc already in his career.
Hey, I'll live. If he gives me the highs of Fakhar Zaman, I'm fine.
Definitely, 100%. Completely agree.
Yeah. So let's get today, man. Oh my God,
बहुत जबरदस्त मैच,
what
बहुत
a
मजेदार मैच.
game! What a game, man.
And Nizlu, of course, Hyderabad Kingsmen batting first, got off to a slow start.
Hmm.
Didn't really maximize the power play, but then that man took over. Yar Usman Khan, he's been unbelievable. Truly is. The way he's playing, he might end up being a PSL GOAT. A quick 550. Kusal Janet Pereira as well. A wonderful partnership. They had 100 plus
Hmm.
together, and they propelled HK to a fighting score. It was enough for Islu to bottle, but it wasn't enough for HK to feel comfortable.
Yeah, but I also like it's just like nice that like Usman is an opening batsman. Like that's not like take it away. Like
That is
yeah,
what I keep insisting. पाकिस्तान के लिए वो कभी भी top 4 या top 3 उसको नहीं मिलेगा, but he's a good player, man. He gets a lot of
yeah,
hate and vitriol for no reason.
yeah. He's a also like one of the most like of our T20 campaign. People won't understand this. He was legitimately our top three player for us in batting and
He
like
was phenomenal, and the wicket keeping was
with the
unbelievable.
keeping was amazing that tournament. Like, and he's still been awesome this tournament as well. And like he propelled them to that. But like him, getting he coming down at like what were they? They
He came in
were,
very late, yeah.
yeah,
They tried
it
to
was
go
in the
with the big ticket items. ग्लेन मैक्सवेल को ऊपर भेज दिया, वो फ्लॉप हो गया.
no,
साइम
so,
अयूब ने एक मरी भी 30 की है, ठीक
so
था 30, नॉट इतना
huh.
खास नहीं था.
Yeah,
It was
but
okay.
so no, but like so Glenn Maxwell dies at 4 for 85, I think, and then he comes in, right?
Guys, he got
So,
out.
I say dies.
अल्लाह माफ करे.
No, one second, one second. No, so he came at sorry after Marnus at 11 for 2, right? 11.2, and then Maxwell went, and then Crystal Palace
11.2, मैं अभी कहूँ 11 for 2, हाँ.
11.2, and then
और मानस
Maxwell.
बहुत ही फिजूल इनिंग खेली, रन बॉल ही खेला
हाँ,
उसने.
नहीं, उसने बहुत समझ नहीं आ रहा था क्या कर रहा था आज. हाँ, but like as in like he came in the middle overs, right? And like he was still able to get such a big score, and like they were 85 in 12 overs. Like you're not
He
supposed to
got
get
50 of just 25 deliveries, 24 deliveries he took.
yeah. He was. I felt like he was batting on a different pitch compared to the other HK batsmen. Let's be very honest, man. Like he,
क्योंकि उसकी बैकफुट गेम, उसकी स्क्वायर गेम अच्छी है
uh,
ना. There was very good bounce in that Gaddafi pitch,
uh,
so he made you good use of that.
uh,
KJP, we know he's an opener by trade as well. He's having to, of course, in his later years bat in the lower middle order, so
mm,
they made a good combo and they had that 100 partnership that took them to 180 odd. फिर
mm.
इस्लामाबाद लग रहा था they have bottled it, then they fought back with Mark Chapman and Heather Ali
Heather Ali.
making useful runs. हैदर अली यार, वो मिड ऑफ नहीं क्लियर हुआ, वो हो जाता तो मुझे लगता है अगर ये खड़ा रहता ना एक दो और ओवर,
Hmm.
दे वुड हैव टेकन द गेम.
I think they would have taken the game, but Hunain Shah, man.
ऐसे मैच बना के and you can't execute at the death. It's, I mean, with the bat, I mean, bowling to
Yeah,
outstanding, man. This guy,
bro.
he has that big match DNA. इसमें
Uh,
कोई शक नहीं है. Out of all three brothers, Shah brothers, he's got that intangible gene in him.
yeah, and it's also the middle brother as well. Like the most like who's supposed
बैद भी
to.
यार बड़ी अच्छी bowling खिलाई उसने
No,
लाहौर के
bad
लिए. He
bhi
was
bahut
very
acha.
good.
No, I think all three Shahs are very good bowlers. Like I still think
And he
Naseem.
was hitting 138 clicks, man. That's very good pace, man.
हाँ
85 miles per hour.
क्योंकि अभी तक
और क्या चाहिए?
वो अभी तक बच्चा है अभी तक 20 सिर्फ 22 है तो ऐसा भी नहीं है कि like he's like
तो इनमें से कितने ही बच्चे हैं, पाकिस्तानी एज एंड वो जो भी है. But on
हाँ.
paper we can say.
Oh, listen, we do not do as much fudging as the Indians do because there is no way there is no way Suryashi is
Are you trying
70.
to go viral in India? Is this your way of going viral there?
बोलता ही नहीं हूँ because I'm already getting targeted for my bad cricket opinions in the comments anyway.
होना भी चाहिए. You
ये
have
क्या
shocking opinions.
ये क्या
Who are
बदतमीजी
these
है.
other PSL unsung heroes? हुनैन शाह हो गया, जमान खान हो गया. Who else comes to mind?
Uh, I mean, if
मतलब
these,
मोहम्मद नवाज तो इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट काफी लंबी चौड़ी खेल गया, so you can't say him.
yeah, I mean, if
हसन अली
the,
भी नहीं कह सकते.
I could say
इफ्ती
it.
कहाँ से आ गया यार? Come on.
Nah, if like we never
मजे की
like
बात है, इफ्तिखार has won like 3-4 PSLs randomly, man. It's crazy.
yes, that randomly. He's a very good
Shoaib
keeper.
Maqsood, for that PSL 6 season he had Shoaib Maqsood.
Yeah, Shan is also this season was pretty great.
Hey, I'm saying who have won PSLs for their
Acha
team.
once PSLs. Ronki तो वो underrated नहीं वो
Ronki
तो
कहाँ से? He's a all-time goat यार, क्या बात कर रहे हो? वो जो
yeah
तीन
वो
चार साल उसने डोमिनेट किया था, come on.
yeah
दो
yeah
टाइटल तो उसने सिंगल हैंडेडली जिताया इनको.
हाँ चले
Who else? Somebody random, not like a big name. Who comes to mind? कराची किंग्स के लिए नहीं, वो तो बाबर
नहीं
ने
नहीं नहीं
जिताया था.
हसनैन जब उसने
हाँ,
क्वेटा को जिताया था.
very good, very good, very good. PSL 4, yeah.
Yeah, Hassan, because he took that
That's a good one.
three
लेकिन
for
वही फॉर्मूला, it's the fast bowlers. हुनैन हो गया, जमान हो गया, हसनैन
हाँ
हो गया. Somebody out of nowhere wins them. He won them the PSL for QG.
yeah
Very good pick.
हाँ so but now on to the more fun because it really feels like David versus Goliath for the final.
I want to ask you one question though. Let's have
Yeah,
a bit of a referendum and a bit of a deep dive on
yeah.
Shadab Khan. ठीक है,
I
they won the last PSL. They won it in whatever circumstances. They got lucky with Salman Ali Agha and Hunain. They got some good picks in. But is Islamabad United plateauing under his captaincy? Do they need a change up top in leadership? Do they need a refresher? Because Islamabad always getting to the playoffs, failing in the playoffs. That has been the story for the last 7, 8 seasons. Ek chalo, they went all the way. that was Lahore Qalandars having a down season. वो तो चलो इन्होंने they fluked one और plus playoff matches कराची में पड़ गए, it suits them. But do you think they need a change in the
They're
long term?
they're just basically the Miami Heat after LeBron. Like they just like they get to the playoffs and they make some noise, but they always ultimately lose, right? And
Honestly, I feel like it wouldn't hurt both the player or the franchise to look to part ways, to be
yeah,
quite honest.
yeah, I don't
Although he
think.
had a decent season, वही junk
Uh,
wickets, 17
uh,
विकेटें उसने लिए हैं,
uh,
रन उसने जो भी किए हैं छोटे मोटे करता ही रहता है 20-30.
no, I don't think Shadab as a captain is bad. I still think he's a good captain, right? I just don't think his individual play sometimes can keep him in the side, right? Which is like, yes, as a bowler, he's
वो
there,
तो वो
but
हर साल विकेट ले ही जाता है अपनी जितनी भी
wicket
लेता है.
ले जाता है, मगर like how high he bats is a question now because they've been playing him at 4 for the last couple of years, right? And do you
Numbers are good, career strike rate of 140 in PSL.
yes,
Well, a relative.
relatively, but you still like Mark Chapman is coming before after him as well, right?
चैपमैन 5-6 पे ठीक है ना फिनिशर, क्या ऐसी क्या बात है.
Uh, but then you know, but you have
लेकिन
Mark
वही है
Chap.
उसके वो
No, but
मतलब
you have
they
Mark
didn't
Chap.
use that with lad Mohammad Faik well. He was a
Yeah,
very talented the way he was batting in
yeah.
National T20 Cup. I thought
Mm.
he would have been good.
No, but like
Mohsin
we've
Riaz kuch khas nahi kara. And they have undiscovered a star, a gem in Samir Minas, a long-term goda for them.
yeah. Huh, didn't work out today, but let's see what
I would
happens.
I would love a swap between Shadab and Rauf. I would take that with both hands, to be
You would
honest.
take that. You would take that with both hands because it actively makes you better while making Islamabad much worse.
How does it make them worse? They always lack in bowling. क्या
They
बात कर रहे
always
हो?
lack in bowling, but bro, like it's rough. You're just
They
negative.
waste a pick every season on an overseas fast bowler every year.
ना वो तो बात तो सही है.
फिर तो क्यों कह रहे हो मैं गलत हूँ? Don't mess with my ball knowledge. एमी तो नहीं तुम्हें comments में slander हो रहे होते हैं.
वो नहीं वो तो
अच्छा,
बोलते
I
थे
just
कि
want to talk. Do you have any information on how many players are going to be retained? I've heard 7
for what next year.
next season यार. हम तो
हाँ
अगले साल की तैयारी तो हमने पकड़ ली है ना जब हम
अभी के
टाइटल
लिए
जीत
मैंने
के.
कुछ नहीं सुना है यार. नॉट
खबरें आ
नियर.
रही कि 7 होंगे retentions. That's too much, man.
That's way too much. I think you need to have
5
maximum.
पे रखो या 6 पे
चार
रखो
नहीं
बस.
चार man. You have to make
4 थोड़ी
the.
कम है, फिर तो आपकी पूरी टीम ही डिसमेंटल हो जाती है
हाँ
यार.
मगर तो that's the fun. You have to like
चलो
you
ना, ना
have
तेरी ना मेरी, 5 कर लो. 5 ठीक है यार.
पांच ठीक है because it just makes no sense. Like
7 तो
bro.
बहुत ज्यादा है यार.
हाँ 7 is
7 तो वही टीम हो गई.
वो
हाँ.
it's the same team. It's not you're not letting other teams retool then essentially from like mistakes.
हाँ.
You're just keeping the winning 11. So like the
लेकिन टीमें
teams.
भी कहेंगी यार हमारे ओवरसीज का पता नहीं अवेलेबिलिटी का.
Huh, aside from that as well, right?
हम्म.
Like you have teams like Rawalpindis, whose it was their first tournament, and now you're telling them to keep 7 players and like
नहीं
all the
वो तो
goods.
आई थिंक is it mandatory? It's not
No, sorry,
mandatory. I think
mandatory
it's a
name.
match
So
system.
I said it in a different sense. Your
हम्म.
every other team that is good, let's say, right? They keep all their
हम्म.
7 good players, right? And they have
हम्म.
that, but all these bad teams, right? Right?
मोनोपोलाइज हो जाता
वो बहुत monopoly हो जाती है. It's very tough because like we don't even have a. So like we used to have a draft system, but we don't have the draft system like of like American leagues, right? Where like you
है.
have new talent coming in every year, basically, right? From
हाँ, but there are a
university.
lot of other things that plays ना, वो पे स्केल और सैलरी कैप और ये सब चीजें
Huh.
हैं. It's a mishmash. What is a fantasy trade you'd like to see for PSL 12?
Uh. Yeah, some way of get.
QG का अभी stats दिखा रहे थे. They've only taken 23 wickets with their fast bowlers in
Yeah.
this PSL, man. That's disgraceful, man.
What?
And Karachi was the second last.
Yeah. As much as I love Quetta's spin attack, I do think they need some quality fast bowling.
Of course, they need quality fast bowling.
Fast ball. So, like, would you trade one of Usman Tariq or Abrar Ahmed for like a star fast bowler?
I would happily give Rauf for UT. I'll take him. Why not? यार?
तुम तो obviously Rao for UT ले लो.
भाईजान, who are ये हारिस रऊफ स्लैंडर ठीक है अपनी जगह है फॉर पाकिस्तान. पीएसएल में आप कैसे डिबेट कर सकते हो यार?
He still gets hit, man. Like ऐसा भी नहीं है. Like
स्किल गेट्स हिट तो आप किसी और को साइन करो ना वो रोल.
हाँ ठीक है. I mean, who
उसको
else
बोलो
is?
ओवर 6 to
Yeah.
14 में कराए या जहाँ भी कराए, 6
हाँ.
to 16. किसको हिलने देगा ये, कम ऑन।
Hmm. Yeah, let's
इसलिए तो
see.
वी गॉट सक्सेस, हमारे पास जमान था,
Yeah,
ये था
yeah,
2 साल, तो वही वी वर मैनेज टू कोप अप
yeah,
विद दैट।
yeah. I don't know. Like right now, I do not know because I don't know what the PSL will look like next year and which players are going to be coming because we will be finally back
अब वो
to
प्री
the
आईपीएल विंडो होगी ना, हाँ, तो
pre I
अंग्रेज सारे
will.
होंगे।
So we will have our players. We will have all our players
वी
again.
आई होप द अफगान थोड़ा सा जो है वो थोड़ा डाई डाउन हो जाए, वी वांट अफगान प्लेयर्स मैन, वी नीड देम।
Yeah, because Rashid, like they provide a lot
ये
of like
रशीद
they
है, ये अजमतुल्ला है, ये ए एम गजनफर है, ये फलाना है, लव टू सी देम मैन।
Nabi before in former years as well.
एब्सोल्युटली मैन, एंड नवीन उल हक भी जल्मी के लिए बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म कर चुका है, वी नीड देम बैक, इट्स वी शुड, इट शुड बी इनवाइटिंगली, वी डोंट वांट टू गो लाइक आवर नॉइजी नेबर्स, और इसको बाहर कर दिया, उसको बाहर कर दिया, व्हाई वुड यू
Uh,
वांट दैट मैन?
yeah, we're not like our other neighbors. Acha, now David versus
Let's
Goliath.
preview the final. Do HK have a realistic chance? How do they have a realistic chance?
It's a final. It's a knockout game. It's
आई
a
थिंक
one
आपको
off. It's a
जल्मी की
one.
चेस लगानी पड़ेगी, जल्मी की पहले बैटिंग आ
Hmm.
गई तो वो नहीं छोड़ेंगे आपको।
नहीं छोड़ेंगे, नहीं, 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 बहुत मुश्किल है उनके लिए।
You bat
And
well, you get up to 185 and do the same thing, and you play
yeah, yeah.
Pune and Akif, and they can carry you.
Like if you, I think it's an early wickets thing for them. If Akif Javed can get the ball to swing and get some early wickets, get Babar out or something, that can help them out.
That is true, very true.
Yeah,
Yeah, after all, it's all been about Babar and Kusal.
yeah.
Haris has performed in,
No, but like the,
occasionally as well.
yeah, but like the basically the thing is like Babar's been so good this season, right?
Hmm.
And like so no, that top three has been so good this season, right? And they do
Hmm.
have a decently deep batting lineup, right? But you could say
हाँ,
it is,
ब्रेसवेल है, अब्दुल
huh,
समद है, फरहान यूसुफ है।
huh. It's a very good batting lineup, right? But it's still a
हाँ,
final. It's still a final.
even
If
Samad was basically a non bowler at 8, if I'm not wrong, in the previous
yeah,
game.
yeah. So like no, but that's what I'm saying. So like if you get let's say Kusal and Babar out in the power play, then it's anyone's ball game then, right? It's T20 realistically always, in my opinion at least, like it boils down to three things: early wickets in the power play, how good you are like compared to your other team, how
Hmm.
how well are you able to rotate strike in the middle overs, right?
Hmm.
And how economical your death bowling is, right? I know I named all three phases of play there, but there's very different points I'm highlighting in each of those, right? Yeah.
On the strike rotation thing, if you have the biffers in the middle पे तो वो nullify हो जाता है ना,
Huh.
वो
But
PSL टीमों के पास usually नहीं होता, वो
huh.
aggressor in the middle overs.
Exactly. But then they do have Kusal in the middle over, so that's like the so that really does help them out a
Hmm.
lot, right? So like yeah, देखते हैं. I was not super like their batting was fine. I thought but Marnus really needs to like do much better than he did today, right? And they really need a fast start from Asadada.
I
Like
think
such a
they just tried to protect Saim Ayub because he was failing. Maybe in the
yeah.
final you just roll the dice, man. Just send him up top with Maz and tell him जा भाई power play में जो भी तू करता है तू कर, तेरी ex team है, शायद तू चल
Just
जाए।
and you just say like, bro, we don't care. It's a final. It's a one-off. Like it is what it is. Just try to
Hmm.
yeah. Magar, I think they might also be coming him at 3, so like they might be able to protect him with the new ball. So like,
वही तो कह रहा हूँ ना, just let go of that protection mindset और जाने दो
uh,
उसको।
Jane, if वो जाएगा, then you have to just retool with Marnus, and Marnus can like protect his wicket. So it's like
क्योंकि
that.
with Maxwell in you have that flexibility of that attack minded
Yeah,
player,
yeah.
you balance
And
that with the ankle।
yeah, and you still do have Usman Khan and Kusal Pereira to come after that, and that is a very
To be fair,
reliable.
बल्कि आप साइम छोड़ो, उस्मान को ओपन भेजो यार।
That's not a bad shout either, bro.
Hmm.
Like if you
I think
would
you
you
have to
okay,
put your eggs in all your eggs in one basket for this
okay,
one off game.
okay, okay, okay. I have an idea. Let me see if you agree with it or not. What if you do a top?
I disagree immediately। नहीं नहीं,
No,
बोलो बोलो।
no. I'm saying what if you do a top three of Maz, Usman, and Saim, and like
हाँ,
and then not even like Saim as a top three, but like you have Saim as a floater, depending on how the innings is going, and you have Marnus is a floater as well, essentially. If they lose early wickets, right, then you send Marnus. If they're going on and batting well, then you send Syme.
I don't know how much Sam is able to play in that floater role. देखते हैं अब
हाँ
उससे क्या करना
नहीं
पड़ेगा.
मगर the thing is at least if like they're
उससे बेहतर
attack.
उस्मान ज्यादा effective है the way he batted lower today.
Yeah. Yeah, so like the
Hmm.
question, yeah, so like, do you just keep a smart? Do you not mess with the
I
winning
think
combination? Do you not
probably
sure?
they won't mess with it.
I don't think you should mess with the winning combination because this is the winning combination that's gotten them like going at least, right?
And of
And
course, with Zalmi getting Naeed Rana, so they're at pretty much full throttle. They have
yeah,
no
so it's
as such
a
weakness. They've got batting depth. They've got Iftikhar with the new ball.
yeah,
Now they've got Naeed Rana. Aaron Hardy, paid off his heavy price tag as well with that hard length
uh,
bowling. So उनके तो bases covered
no,
हैं.
Usman
Winning
is
winning prediction percentage क्या आ रही है on paper right now?
75-25, I think.
इतनी
70.
heavily in favor of Zalmi.
हाँ यार भाई उनकी बैटिंग इतनी अच्छी है और उनकी स्पिन ऑप्शंस इतने अच्छे हैं.
हाँ क्योंकि ब्रेसवेल भी है, सूफी भी है, इफ्तिखार
Uh,
भी है. इट्स वेरी अंडररेटेड स्पिन ट्रियो
it's
वाकई
a
में.
oh Hardy भी.
हार्डी स्पिनर कहाँ से हो गया? क्या हो गया तुम्हें?
मैं क्या बात बोल रहा हूँ.
वो हार्ड लेंथ डाल के उसने 3 आउट किया था ना, तेज
सॉरी सॉरी
बॉल.
दिमाग चला गया.
बट अली रजा फॉर बासित, यू वांट टू गो दैट ऑल आउट ऑफेंस, और बासित इज ओके दैट लेफ्ट आर्म सीमर. अली रजा को फाइनल खेलना चाहिए यार, मजा आएगा यार.
या
लाहौरी
मजा
क्राउड
आएगा
150
भाई.
के बॉलर देखने चस आएगी यार.
Yeah, bro, it's just like it's Pakistani cricket.
मतलब दो
Like
150 के बॉलर अपन लीश करो, ये दैट्स पीएसएल मैन, दैट्स व्हाट
that's
वी वांट टू सी.
PSL. Like, come on, man. Like as much as batting is like batting is like the draw in T20 cricket. Nothing is
नहीं
better.
नहीं, in PSL it's never been about batting. Never ever. It
Nah,
never will
huh.
be.
I'm saying traditionally.
Never will be.
I'm saying traditionally in T20 cricket, right? It's like the draw is
वो
batting,
तो
right?
आप छोड़ दो ना, उधर 230 लगता है तो वो 18 ओवर में 600. इट्स अ मॉकरी
uh,
ऑफ द गेम.
uh, I
Overview on this, I think after the final we'll talk about it more generally. लेकिन मजा आया पीएसएल का इस साल या नहीं मजा आया? आई थिंक इट वाज गुड. ठीक है, क्राउड बिकॉज ऑफ द फ्यूल क्राइसिस नहीं आया, लेकिन क्रिकेट हैज बीन रिलेटिवली डिसेंट.
No, I also think like basically in the last 3 days of the group stages, right? Every game
हाँ,
had meaning.
कांटेदार
Like
मुकाबले बहुत मजा.
every game had meaning, man. Like
हाँ.
you couldn't script a better ending to the group stages and a better playoffs. Like you had a very good playoffs, man.
Hmm.
Right? Where you had like this high as well
I
of
just
this.
feel like people are hell bent on nitpicking PSL for some reason. हमारे पाकिस्तानी में ये बहुत बड़ा मसला है कि हम कोई अच्छी चीज को अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर सकते. हमें
Yeah, but
हमेशा nitpicking,
I just
टांगे
think
खींचना. I don't know, it's our mentality का मसला है.
no, I just think it's because everyone's just a bit
ठीक है,
negative.
आप इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे नहीं जीत रहे तो पीएसएल को गालियां देने से
No,
क्या होता है
I
यार?
don't think
मतलब
it's I don't think it's just that. I just think everyone's a bit negative
इट्स
with
वेरी मच दैट यार. वो ये
no
लोग पाकिस्तान के लिए करते नहीं है, पीएसएल में हीरो बने हुए. कम
no
ऑन मैन, टेक
I
इट
I
एज व्हाट इट इज.
I get that, but I also think it's just a bit of negativity with no crowds and like just the general world situation as well.
तो ये तो जब वर्ल्ड तो हमेशा ही ऐसे ही रहेगी क्या? इससे बेहतर नेगेटिव ही रहो. Look at the amazing PSLs we had the last 2-3 years, man. Amazing.
Huh. Like this has been a
Unfortunately, हमारा
very
expansion didn't go according to plan this साल. अगले साल कर लेंगे
no,
यार, कोई बात नहीं.
we'll be fine next year. Like at least we'll
And it's
actually
good for
have
the league कि HK इतना आगे आ गई. Fair enough.
no, at least a new team was actually this good. It's like quite like we've needed
Good तो पता नहीं. I would say lucky. I would say good तो नहीं
lucky,
पता
but
मुझे.
like at least like you have another competitive team in the PSL again, right? But then again,
हाँ,
like with one team
ये है
becoming
कि expansion सही गया है for the most part.
huh, huh, except for like the obvious Windies.
वो तो एक wooden spoon, वो ठीक कर लेंगे. इसमें क्या बड़ी बात है यार. It's no
Huh,
big deal.
huh. चले
Hello, looking forward to the final on Sunday. You're saying Zalmi 75%. I think I will find it hard to disagree with that. It seems to be they've been the best side of the tournament. They've been the most consistent side. It's been a resurgence for Babar Azam. And I think it does feel like the Yellow Storm is going to take over Lahore on Sunday.
Hmm. Let's see what happens,
Just
man. But
hoping for a close game. Match
uh,
अच्छा हो.
I
और
hope
बॉबी जीत
so.
जाए.
I
और
hope
बॉब्सी जीत जाए.
Babsi जीत जाए. तुम्हारा राणा, तुम्हारा सितारा, तुम्हारा
Why not, man? It's going to be electrifying what जीत जाएगा. They're like, this will truly be his own title as captain. I think you know the subplots. Sorry,
yeah.
sport is all
No,
about the
no, it's a
narrative,
very big redemption story for him this season if he wins the
Ah.
title with his own off his own bat, just because of how much you know very,
So much was
very,
said.
so much was said about him, and like, let's not be on. Let's be very honest. They were, they were like, they weren't like, talking out of their butt. They were talking like it was very credible criticism, right?
I
And
just feel that Mike Hassan has tried to overthink things with the
yeah,
Pakistan
yeah,
team. Keep
yeah,
it simple, man. KIS. Keep
yeah.
it simple.
I
बाबर आपका स्टार है. You build your universe around him. इसमें आपकी long term employment का भी फायदा है और पाकिस्तान की long term success का भी फायदा है. If I'm
okay.
very honest.
I don't care about the T20s right now. All I care right now is if he's good in tests. I just care if he's good in tests right now for
वो
Pakistan.
अब I think थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा redeem करना. But of course we'll talk about the Bangladesh tour coming up exactly after this PSL. But let's
Yes.
look forward to a great final on Sunday.
Yes.